Okay, so we're looking at here with a break and stuff like that, and so what do you call it? Thing here. See the whole difference between. See, I'm looking at social media and whatnot, and it says no. Now they just interpret what she's talking about, right? Oh, that's great. You know, and what is it that you want to see? And basically, there's nothing here. The Dow Jones, I don't even know how those numbers are. Dow Jones Index, Standard & Poor's, and NASDAQ, something like that. So you look at it and you put a template of what's gone on for the past hour. In New York, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe. And so they're doing that thing, that Barclays, right? Okay, so brand that real quick. And then, you know that's over there in London and whatnot. And, was that BGI and stuff, and so you just have to understand that part. And that's CNN business. And, this can be a green screen, but not. Kevin Hassett, Fed Chair, Jack, 100% safe. So that sounds right at the moment. He says, okay, so there he goes. That's right there. Then you just look at some stats and let that join your mind. You're 100% safe at the moment. Yeah, looks a little nippy out there wherever that nice tree, whatever. That's just a little jibber jabber, whatever. But what he says is 100% safe, and the man is anchor right here is just relaying the news, like I'm saying from this over here. The Dow Jones still will let you on your mind. 100% safe. That's what you have to hear. Okay, and then we have another anchor here. We have I'm trying to look at him. It almost looks all CNN assistant, Commander Cooper assistant. This here, just like we're not designated to hold these people to complete overall habits. We're overcrowded, understaffed, and things are sad, heartbreaking. This hits home. And there's any customers that have protection now. Okay, and then this is DHS upgrades the medical screening of children. It is going on in CBP custody. And see the government there. And looking at all that barbed wire and whatnot, and what's going on there, a lot of metals. And stuff like that. Trying and stuff like that. And I don't know what that is. So we go on group on fast and areas. And you gotta look at the viewers just watching this, people that are just going to sleep or the people that are just waking up. Okay, or something like that or other, right? All shift on the clock, maybe on Bitcoins or whatever. Look at this. Mini Exodus going towards somewhere that's flags or half staff and trying to have something to do with immigration and whatnot. And here's another story here as a third world country that seems to be so, or maybe detention centers and whatnot. Asylum restriction appeals and blocking asylum restrictions. Just shows the poor nature of what do you call it, of the conditions where people are going through right now, and stuff like that. So we got 328 on here, and we got a storm over here, and there was what do you call it over the lower part of the United States there, Shreveport, Jackson, Mississippi, Dallas, Texas, whatnot, and they're about to go to break. And you go to Malibu Passages, of course. This is a sponsorship for the CNN network and whatnot. And they're like, if you're kind of like turning in, about to go to sleep or something like that, or just kind of relaxing and whatnot, and you're catching your Bryce condition or whatever, and you're just kind of like, you're getting the embrace and whatnot, and then you're like looking at it, and you're like, what happened here? Looks like you're wearing your brain or something. But anyway, so then you just kind of like, oh yeah, I need a massage or something like that, passages, or whatnot. And, so that that plants a seed into your mind, like, I need to relax a little bit or such and such. I need to slow down. I need to, lower my blood pressure or whatnot. And, in general. And so, so it's a little health segment. And, it doesn't have to be so much two commercials, but commercials that say passage to healing, if you will, or passage to relaxation into something that lowers your blood pressure, which a lot of people do in the morning time, for cardiovascular health and whatnot. And so, so I was saying a stethoscope and RX and everything like that. So it's just basic fundamentals of health, right? Okay, so So they're saying, oh, this has been, but it's at the same time it's a commercial, so it's slowing down. It's a TV. It's not slowing down, it's maybe picking people up, picking them down. There's a lot of facets of meanings for different viewers that are watching it on public access, public TV or whatnot. So you guys slew right on over to whatever that meant. And what do you call it? That's like that 5G stuff. And that's Credit Sesame. Credit Sesame, such and such, right? And as they're talking about, no, simple, and there's probably, I don't want to pay attention to it because it's just like, all I see is, stuff that I don't want to credit Sesame. And I was like, okay, then that's like Credit Karma, just whatever, but I don't have to alibi myself. I just say, oh, yeah, damn, I wish my credit was that high. And it's like, you got a Christian faith and say, oh, man, I got to get ready for my day or whatnot, whatever, right? And then, they might be put paid programming on. Oh, duties come on, talk about scriptures and whatnot on Coffee Channel 20 whatnot, back in May and whatnot. And then you say, so that was that. And then they skip you on through this guy, Gene Hackman, right? I believe his name is, I don't know his name is. And he's an 80s actor, right? And so he was, what do you call it? He's not Gene Hackman, I know that for a fact. And so they're just giving you an influx of ideas because there's so many different viewers on public television that are viewing the channel and the channel through their different memory systems and stuff like that. Like this person might be semi-retired or something like that, or maybe on sabbatical maybe without benefits or whatever, right? This person might be all facets, so they have to sponsor. They have to get commercials that appeal to all types of voters and stuff. This guy's about to get on his commute, whatever he's going. Whatever, you stereotype, you start doing the things and everything. He's going to basketball practice, when in fact he might just be going to the gym and then going to like his job at the office or something like that, right? Something like that, right? So in any case, so you get your own personal spin on it. Like, well, what are my rules and stuff like that? Well, I don't know. I listen to Audible and stuff. I had an Audible and stuff, and you don't get personal about it, right? But you just say whatever. You just read through the commercials and take what's good, and then you get to the good part with 7 minutes in, and you're looking at New Year's Eve from Times Square. And look at that, multiple racks here, boom, boom, boom. Look at that, all over the thing. And that's right there in the morning time. And it must be, right? So, it is in the morning, you know what I'm saying? You look at all that, oh, wow, look at that, right now, look at that, whole new day, bright new day. Early bird gets the worm, right? My wife says, yeah. So you gotta get 7:49 on it, and then looking at the weather, whatnot. The land weather there, and on to OTF and the snow weather, and then on down to the other one, Florida, whatnot, and rain, a lot of rain and snow, whatnot. You just look at it as a whole. If you look at it as like a chart, like, damn, what is that big little thing right there? That's just part of like Texas or something, right? That's next to that's the right part of Texas or something. And you're looking at dude, he's like, oh yeah, man, I got a 3-piece, or I got a London material suit or whatever. And he's like doing his thing, right? And you're looking at, damn, there's a lot of water going across that thing, right? It's like, was that hurricane or something? What's that? What's going on? You might not know, right? Because you haven't been to Miami, been there for the whole season and whatnot. And you're like, okay, 24 million impact. What the? And you're like, yeah, man, blizzard conditions, and so you just everything, they zap it up to up north, right, to Salt Lake City up there. And there's right there.